Alright guys, it's Pistolson here. So you all must be aware of the discussion that has been going on back and forth, and it's a discussion about whether aiming with arm or aiming with wrist is better and more accurate. Well, I am a traditional low sense player myself. I am used to do all the aiming with arm. It's been working alright. I have some experience with playing only wrist, but there are some difficulties that come along with only playing with your wrist. The difficulty for me was that playing only with wrist required me to crack up the sensitivity, and I would then be playing with a way too high sensitivity. So I believe there are many people struggling with the same issue. And recently I watched n0thing's, a pro CSGO player. I watched his video where he explained how he moves the mouse and aims. What he does is he uses both arm and wrist. And I know it's not a new revolutionary thing, and I have been aware that there are players who play with both wrist and arm, but the way n0thing explained it, it all made sense to me. Much better this time. So I went and applied those techniques, and it seems to be working well so far. So I had to rethink the whole hybrid arm and wrist aiming concept in my head to make it work. And you might want to try it out too. So I'm going to explain how you should implement all this. You will have to think the aiming with two separate functions: your arm aiming and your wrist aiming. Wrist aiming is the aiming that you do to do basically all acquisition, targeting and tracking the enemy. Arm is to do the large movements that are out of your wrist's movements range. So you don't want to overbend your wrist, but compensate with your arm. Finally, with your arm, you want to return your mouse into the middle of your mouse pad. That's very important. And you have to do it as soon as possible. So the key is to have the mouse always ready in the midpoint of your mouse pad, so that your wrist could do the aiming and target acquisition as good as possible. You have to find the comfortable sensitivity where you can aim, let's say, 25 to 30 degrees only with your wrist, and the rest will be done by the arm. Immediately return the mouse in the middle point of your mouse after that, and you're ready to do the fine movements with your wrist. Alright guys, that's it. Go get some practice now. Hope this helped. Thanks.